He said, pray as you see me pray. Utter these words that you hear me say. Based on the Sunnah worship him, just follow him.
Assalamu alaikum. New class coming to you every Monday and Wednesday, taught by Ustad Layla Nashiba, the fiqh of prayer. Every Monday and Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Inshallah, we'll see you there. Streaming on all major platforms. Channel Sunnahfollowers.
The Muqasid Tafsir.
Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end? Pursuing the higher aim, learning the meaning of every page. Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end?
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers presents a new class, the Muqasid of Tafsir, being taught and brought to you by Ustada Layla Nashiba. Please stay tuned. Streaming on all major platforms, right here on Channel Sunnahfollowers.
You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
Any
you
scores?
Tag.
Wait, is that the Adhan?
I think so, inshallah.
Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Gotta pray.
yeah, we do
Alright,
gotta
alright.
pray. We gotta pray. Let's get that in
Yes, sir.
ASAP.
Ha ha!
I don't know
Allahu
what it is,
Akbar.
but what? You know, I've been listening to this program,
Yeah.
Sunnahfollowers, and I've been learning a lot, Aki. Man, a lot.
Mashallah. Yeah, like what? What you been learning about?
Man, I've been learning about a lot. Salah, you know, hadith, the life of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Man.
Wow, for real though.
And you know another thing? The shows just keep come on
Alright.
back to
Alright,
back.
alhamdulillah. I just gotta check them out.
For real though,
Yo.
wow. My guy, if you have any questions, check this out. Every Friday, you can call in Sister Layla live. Call her with any one of your questions in regards to this deen, and man, she will answer them. She will get you right. Anyway, inshallah, I'm about to tune into that. But you know something else? You know, if this is going to
What?
be a benefit to
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I got to get with that
Sadaqah
Jariyah. All right. Donate to Sunnahfollowers.net. We're here for you. Sadaqah Jariyah.
Assalamu alaikum. Hot topic for this upcoming Ask Sister Layla live show. This Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Ustada Layla Nashiba, she will be addressing the older men chasing younger women to marry to feel young again. Walis and imams seeking new shahadas to marry to complete half their deen and more. You're not going to want to miss this show. Streaming on all major platforms. See you there, inshallah. Channel Sunnahfollowers. Oh yeah, and don't forget to join us in the 24-hour Zoom room for behind-the-scenes access.
In alhamdulillah, wassalat, wassalam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to our class on entitled The Sacred Bonds. And this is a class based on the book written by one of my students, Brother Abdullah Kirk. And this book addresses marriage in Islam. Marriage in Islam. And a lot of you ask so many questions about the marriage contract and what you should look for in a partner and all of that. Well, this is a great book that you guys might want to purchase. You can go to Amazon.com. The book is only $13, and it'll give you a basic understanding as to what constitutes a valid marriage contract. A lot of us are getting married and we're not legally married Islamically because we don't have the guardian or we don't have a dowry set aside or whatever. And by the way, before I start the lecture, one of the new shahadas asked, no, not the new shahad, I'm sorry. One of the older Muslims asked me about the dowry. We're going to talk about the dowry in detail in this book too, but just to make the answer simple and short and to the point, yes, the brother asked me, can he and his potential bride agree on a payment plan for the dowry? And the answer is absolutely yes, as long as you both agree on that. Okay, if you want to go into, say, for example, her dowry was $2,000 and you agree to give her $500 for 6 months or 10 months or something, you can do that. Whatever. Marriage is a contract. It's a legal contract. It's a contract that allows a Muslim woman and a Muslim man to be together lawfully. So whatever you and she agree on through the guardian, I just want you guys to remember everything should be happening through the guardian. The guardian should be involved in this whole process. Okay. That's what's mainly important there. Okay. So if you have the guardian is involved in the process, then alhamdulillah, there shouldn't be any problems with that. But a lot of Muslims today are marrying and their marriages are not valid because they don't have the guardian or they don't have the dowry. Um, I know that there's these schools of thoughts. We've deviated away from the. Hold on for a second, guys. Okay, can you guys hear me now? I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try to get this class done now because I got some family issues going on, and they're in a different country. They're in the Emirates, so a different time. Let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen. I haven't had no sleep. Okay, this is, hold on. Yesterday, we spoke about the importance of choosing a mate that is religious. Religion should always be the priority above everything else. And the reason why is if it's a woman, the woman's job is in the house. There's a video that I put out yesterday that Sheikh Mohammed Saeed Atli made. Sheikh Atli spoke about how the woman's role evolves around the house, is inside the house. The man's role is outside the house. And that is so true. A woman who knows her religion is committed to the home. She knows that it's her job to educate and teach the children, not just the religion, but to teach them about life. And so a religious woman, first of all, she fulfills her obligations to Allah. She performs her prayers every day. She wears hijab. Okay, she obeys Allah in everything Allah commanded her to obey him in. And she's also reverent to her husband too, and everything that Allah commanded her to be reverent to her husband in as well. Okay, and her spiritual strength, her spiritual devotion is what will inspire the children. Any children that you have, especially in this day and age, the woman that you marry needs to understand that they're first. You don't want to put your kids, for example, in public school. I'm sorry. You don't need a woman that wants a career. And you sisters can get angry at me for saying this, but I'm going to speak the truth. It ain't your job to provide and maintain a family. That's the man's job. If you're looking for a career, then you don't need to get married, because as a Muslim woman, your career is your children. You need to homeschool your children. We should not send our kids to public school. And even with the Muslim schools, we have issues going on. So the Muslim woman, if you're a man looking for a wife, you want to make sure that whoever you're marrying understands that it ain't about no career. Her career should be inside the home with the children, not outside the home. That's number one for the men. And then for the women, a religious man is a man who, first of all, performs his obligations to Allah too. He prays his prayer. He wears a beard. He provides and maintains. If he has to work 2 or 3 jobs, he will work 2 or 3 jobs. Everything outside the home falls on the husband, whereas everything within the home falls on the woman. So you shouldn't marry a man who's telling you that he wants you to go out and work. No. You should marry a man that understands it's his job to work 2 or 3 jobs if needed, so you can maintain the home and the children. And also, the righteous religious husband is one who has good Islamic values too. Okay? He should be a man of compassion too. He shouldn't be a man who's like a warden of a prison, wanting to keep you suffocated, keep the children suffocated, tell you that he doesn't want you to use a dishwasher. He doesn't want you to use a washing machine, stuff like that. That's a man with a mental problem. So when your guardian is looking for you a husband, he's going to look for a man who understands that even if it means working 3 jobs, he'll get up off his rocker and do that, but not think he's going to force you to go out and work, because that's not your job. Okay? And again, every action that this man does is guided by empathy and concern for you. He's also your protector. The husband is the protector over the family. It's his job to protect you. It's his job to protect the children. Okay, he's the leader of the household. So he takes on that responsibility with no problem, and he adheres to it with compassion. He should be just. He should be fair. He should be kind. He should know how to read you as his wife. He should encourage you to be the best Muslimah that you can be, and you should live together in peace and harmony. He should be a man who emulates the behavior of the Prophet Muhammad, not a man that emulates the behavior of the Kafirs. So the guardian is going to look for a religious man first. And if the man that's wanting to marry you, he should inquire about you to make sure that you are a religious woman. You don't pray, you don't wear hijab, I'm sorry. If you're one of those Muslim women that want a career, I'm sorry. Marriage ain't for you. You have to get your priorities together. And if he's a man that doesn't understand what his role and responsibilities are, then he's not for marriage either. So again, the foundation of the marriage is Islam. The foundation of everything is our belief in Allah. Okay? And we live in a society where this society teaches us that it's all about chasing the life of this world. We live in a society where the Prophet's guidance and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's character is not being exemplified. Okay? So finding a good husband, a good wife is not an easy thing to do. And that's why Allah made the conditions of marriage be as they are. Whereas a woman has a guardian, the wali, he's the custodian over the marriage. He's the custodian to assure that this union, is first of all compatible. It's his job as a guardian to assure that you and the man are on the same level spiritually. At least on the same level. Really, he should be above you spiritually, but not beneath you spiritually. A righteous woman is not going to marry a man that doesn't have a beard. I'm sorry. Righteous women are for righteous men. A righteous man is not going to marry a woman that doesn't have a hijab on. Again, righteous men are for righteous women. It's the guardian's job to assure that you two are compatible spiritually, that you also complement each other's character, that you both understand what your roles are as husband, wife, and mother, that you all have your priorities in order together. If we talked about these things before marriage, then we wouldn't have so many divorces. If the guardians would take control of their responsibility as defined by Allah and the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we wouldn't have such a high divorce rate. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The role of the guardian in assuring that, number one, both parties are religious and that they're compatible Islamically and spiritually. And then the next time we meet for this class, we're going to move on to discuss more about the dowry, because that's another issue. You have to have a guardian, and we also have to have a dowry. So we're going to go into detail about the dowry when we meet for this class next week. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Are there any questions or comments? And again, I apologize. Any questions or comments? Tomorrow we have my 6:30 class on faith. I'm going to give you another quiz on the obstacles that stand between your iman. And also tomorrow we have the pray. How to pray. Yes, we're going to go over some more sunans of the prayer. We're going to speak about the taslim and the tashahud and all of that. All right. Okay, I want to thank and by the way, guys, I did post up, we need $500. I did count it up. What's the bills that we have left are the phone bill for this website. What's the other thing? The server protection thing that we use to keep us from getting nuked. That's why we ain't getting nuked. And also that other thing, the video splicer, the video splicing program that I use. So that those monthly expenses total $500. That's what we need for the rest of this month to carry us through the rest of this month. Please, if you guys can donate $500, if we had 5 people to give $100, that would take care of the rest of this month's expenses. Because I did stay up and do the math. I said, okay, we need 500. And I posted up a thing about that. So please, $500 for the rest of the bills for this month. Okay. All right. I'm going to log out for now. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum.